With online marketing, we have several types of audiences that we are marketing to, and typically what we look at is the high-end internet consumer marketing aspects of what we do, along with how do we market to the lower-end consumer. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about the high-end marketing components of ways that we can build a marketing campaign. So Stu, if you could tell us a little bit about how to market to that high-end consumer, that would be great.
Very good. When you look at the market segmentation, high-end sellers, we all love high-end listings, and we've got nice commissions on that. But the other side of the aisle is we typically have high-maintenance clients. So they're the ones that are demanding a lot more, and a lot of times they're demanding you to do things that may not be the most profitable. And a good example is when you open up the local real estate magazine, the periodicals that you see out there, you'll see a lot of beautiful properties in there. And consideration that you need to have is how many inquiries did that ad generate for you the last time you ran it? And a lot of the reasons why we do that, I know, is to appease the seller. But again, when you look at that, is that the wisest use of your investment? So one of the things I recommend is getting comfortable with the dialogue about an internet marketing campaign. And when you get comfortable in talking about producing an online commercial, use those kinds of words, and that's the kind of rich media that we're able to produce for you full service and give you the best impression in the marketplace, give you the best image in the marketplace, but get good at telling that story. Talk about the online commercial, talk about the property website that you're going to construct, talk about your relationships with the major global and luxury marketing websites that are out there, and those sellers are going to want to hear more about how you can maximize the exposure and minimize the inconvenience of the home selling process. And some things to think about there are, a lot of times on the higher end, homes are shown by appointment only. And if you can't show a property, you can't sell a property. So by appointment only showings make your life difficult, they're more complicated. In that dialogue, when you're conversing with that seller, and you talk about minimizing the inconvenience of the home selling process by producing an online commercial that will allow us to pre-qualify and bring only the most qualified people actually into your home. What we'll be able to do is increase the levels of security in your home, because we'll be able to stage the property one time. We can make this, if it's a high end or if it's a seller that might be a personality that doesn't want to be known online, you can make it a phantom property by how you shoot it. You don't need exterior shots necessarily. You can remove the Fabergé egg that might be inside and stage that so the valuables aren't there. But your objective is to get maximum exposure so you can get the highest selling price. And these are some of the concerns that high-end sellers have, and ways you can address it with your internet advertising campaign if you're using the kind of technology that'll give you that exposure, which is global, and the exposure that is rich and engaging with online commercials and audios, and being able to tell somebody what they're actually viewing online and why it's exciting. Particularly on the high end, adding the audio component is there's a lot of things and features to a property that you don't see necessarily in the photo. And the things like the security that might be available there, or the high-end wiring, or perhaps the wine cellars, or the things that are very unique about high-end properties that don't really translate onto video or translate into a picture. So the high-end seller is somebody that, like I said, is very demanding, and a lot of times they're demanding the resources in print. You need to tell the story, because a $1,500 ad in the top real estate magazine generating you 0 inquiries just doesn't make a lot of sense when you can showcase a home for under a couple $100s online with rich media, global exposure, and be able to provide the enhanced security and also minimize that inconvenience, because they don't want strangers in their property. So high-end sellers have a lot of great information and content you can deliver, lots of questions you can answer with an online campaign utilizing rich media and the types of content that we produce for you.